Hi everyone, we are going to prep our cups and our seeds so we can grow some stuff. So the first thing you do is have everything ready to go. So what do we got here? Got some soil here that is in this green solo cup. We have our foam cups to actually put the soil and the seeds in. I have something to scoop soil with. I got these measuring spoons right here. I have my Sharpie for labeling. And I have, what else do I have? I have seeds itself. So we're going with green beans right here. And which they look like beans, right? Look like beans. If I can get it, like beans. And what else we got? We have graduated cylinders, 2 different sizes, so we can kind of get an idea of how much water these cups will need. So it's kind of a give and take until you figure out what you think is right, and then you kind of, once you figure that out, you keep that consistent. And I think that is it. So we're gonna get started here. I have a set of cups for fertilizer, and I have a set of cups for salt, for salinity. What I'm going to do is take one of my cups, I'm going to label it. This cup is going to be the control. So I'm going to write a C on it, big old C for control. And this is going to be for the fertilizer. And there's going to be 3 different concentrations of fertilizer. So I'm going to denote that. Apparently I cannot spell fertilizer today. 3 different spellings here. All right. So for fertilizer, we have our half the recommended amount, the regular recommended amount, and twice the recommended amount. And for salt, again, we gotta have our control. Right? We gotta have something to compare it to, something where we can say, this is different than what would have normally happened, right? And we said this is for salt. Control. We have I was thinking about using 50 milliliters. So like for instance, I'm going to use teaspoons. So the first one would be half a teaspoon of salt within 50 milliliters of water. So that's kind of the concentration that I'm going to work with. 1 whole teaspoon of salt. And then we're going to go with 1 tablespoon of salt. So labeling looking like this. Where's one of my control cups so you can see? Like that. So everything is all labeled and ready to go. So now it's time to put soil in and then put our seeds in. So the idea is to put about halfway, fill the cup halfway with dirt, then put a seed in so it's roughly in the middle, and then fill the cup up. So let's do that. So it looks like I'm at about the halfway point. Gonna put a seed in right here. Once again, here we go. Cup right here. Put a seed in. I think actually I can use a little bit more dirt. So maybe not half. Maybe a tad bit more than half. Right. I don't want the seed to have to travel too far when it wants to germinate. So that's a little bit better. So it's not too far down in there. So now I'm going to fill the rest up. All right. This first cup is done right here. Which one is this? Half a teaspoon salt, seed in it, ready to go with soil, ready to go. So now I'm going to do this for the remaining cups. All right, now we are ready. All the cups are filled and ready to go. And we just need to give them some water so they can have a good start. All right. What I'm thinking is 10 milliliters of water should be at least a good start, right? Should be just enough. And then if it's not enough, we can go up by smaller increments. So what I'm trying to say is instead of just drowning each cup, giving it a little bit of water, see how far it goes, and then we're going to take it from there. I have roughly 10 milliliters of water, and I'm going to pour that in one of the cups to see how far it takes me. So that was just a tiny bit of water, right? So I know 10 milliliters, I can do a little bit better than that. So now I'm going to add another 10 and see what that does. And based off what I'm doing with the water, I know that once I get to the part where I start manipulating these seeds with the different solutions, I'm going to use the same measurement for the solutions as I use for this water. All right. After several tries, this is going to be my fourth addition of 10 mils. So that would equal 40 mils, right? So I think 40 milliliters of water is a good start. If you see here, right here, the soil is pretty saturated. It's wet, ready to go. I can put my finger on it and it feels pretty good. So I think the number I'm going to start with is 40, and we're going to take it from there. So now that I have one of my cups filled up with 40 mils of water, I'm going to do that to the remaining cups, and then I can place them under the light, and then we're going to take off with it. All right, this is the light setup that I have going here, and we're going to zoom in a little bit. What is going on? So we are just about ready. We have salt on this side with soil and seeds that are sown. We have fertilizer on this side with soil, seeds that are sown. And right now there is no manipulation going on. They're just seeds and water with the hopes that they're going to germinate in about a week. So once we have seedlings, we can start manipulating those seedlings with the different solutions. And the hopes, finger crossed, is that it's going to take about a week. So until then, stay tuned.